Okay, so part 4 of the reading and the last part of this reading, this is just more like preparation or just a heads up. Spirit is saying like, hey, you are ushering yourself into a brand new chapter here, releasing old burdens, things, will be getting a bit smoother for you in this chapter. And you're also nurturing something very beautiful. Looks like it could be a new relationship, a new connection, or this is you nurturing the version of your life where you feel emotionally complete, right? Where you just feel good with where you are. It doesn't always have to involve other people. But as you are navigating into this, there could be something with like, ever since I've started shuffling this morning, like the cards are just kind of falling out all over the place. So there could be something about impulsive communication coming in, or someone saying something that's just a bit off, or they say something that they didn't really think through. Okay, so just look out for that. But as you are, moving into this new chapter here, your energy becomes a vacuum, right? And so you will pull, without even trying, these old energies back into the field. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to deal with them. You don't, right? But this is just typically how energetics go. So I actually want to see what advice Spirit has. Spirit, what advice do you have for the collective dealing with this person? Ten of Pentacles. Spirit said, focus on your bag. Focus on your future. Queen of Cups. The Nine of Swords. So this is the thing. What I'm getting here, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling y'all, this is unexpected clarity that's coming in. What I'm getting here is Spirit is saying, look, and it's kind of like I'm laughing because the way that I just like heard it in my mind, like I'm very clear audience. So the way I heard it in my mind was really funny. Spirit is saying like, okay, so how like whenever you detach from someone and you're just like, you're indifferent, but it's like, sometimes when you're processing that indifference, you can, maybe you talk through it a few times, or maybe it feels like something you need to mentally process, whatever the case may be, especially if it was a very significant connection, especially if it was a spiritual connection. But it's like when you say, I just don't care about this anymore. And then Spirit is just like, what Spirit is saying, okay, so then don't care. I know that like that's a very simplistic way to say that, but the advice is like, Spirit is like, okay, if you don't care, then don't care. Like, it is what it is. But what I'm getting here, that's just a side synchronicity. But what I'm getting here is, Spirit is saying you focus on your bag, your legacy, your future, and what it is that you are building here. Because there is something that you're securing in the current moment, and Spirit wants you to ground yourself in that. If this person pops up impulsively, if they say something, if they do anything, you don't have to get into defensive mode, okay? It's like, let me pause real quick. Okay, so if this person pops up, if they say something, if you interact with them, you do not have to be defensive, okay? At this point, it feels as though you're at that place where you can consciously decide like, you know what? It's not even that big of a deal. Spirit is saying, let this roll off your back like water. Queen of Cups. You don't have to be defensive. You don't have to, cuss them out or do any of that. Like, you don't need to really even give them that type of energy, right? You can even if they come in and they just like want to talk, there's something about, you being able to just be soft here. But it's more so like, it's almost like kill them with kindness is kind of what I'm getting, but not in the sense of like letting them have access to you, but it's just keep your energy soft. Like, you don't need to harden yourself, because that's going to impact other things you have coming in. Think about it this way. You are like in big, like investment energy, which means that you will get ROI, return on your investment, in whatever way that means, whether it's a relationship or something money wise. You don't want to move into a defensive, hardened energy, because this is going to block your other blessings. Okay. You want to stay soft. You want to stay receptive. So like I said, you don't have to talk to this person. You don't have to entertain them at all. If you do respond, you don't have to go off on them. This is more so shifting into the mindset of like, I'm good. There's nothing for me to be mad about. And if it's like they want to talk and that you want to talk to them, then, you ground yourself in your own emotional maturity is what Spirit is saying. You ground yourself in the reality that you have built for yourself, and don't allow, be discerning. Don't allow them to project any type of like overthinking, negative, mental looping type of energy into your field. And it's also like that kind of kill them with the kindness, kill them with the softness. I don't even want to say kindness. I want to say kill them with softness, because this is somebody who is reactive and they project a lot. So they may even expect or anticipate you to have certain reactions. And when you are emotionally mature and you're dealing with someone who is not emotionally or mentally mature, and you are still grounded and soft and stable and steady, it just completely disrupts their whole like process. It disrupts their whole process. Like they don't know how to handle that type of energy. So spirit is like, you don't need to step into hardness. You don't need to be defensive or do any of those things. You just need to be you and continue to be in an open energy so that your other blessings can come through. Okay. That's what I have for y'all this morning. I know this one was super chatty, but you know, that's what I got. So, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know if it resonates in the comments, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.